అంతర్జాల సదస్సు అనేది డెవలపింగ్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ స్కిల్స్ ని నిర్వహించడం జరుగుతుంది. ఆంగ్ల విభాగ అధిపతి అయినటువంటి డాక్టర్ అనితా అబ్రహం గారు మరియు ఆంగ్లా భారతి మరియు సుచిత్రా సింగ్ మరియు తిరుపతి గారికి కూడా నా ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. చక్కటి ప్రోగ్రామ్ ని అనితా అబ్రహం గారు స్టూడెంట్స్ కి పరిచయం చేయడం అనేది చాలా గొప్పనైనటువంటి విషయము, అభినందనీయము. ఈనాడు అనే చూసుకున్నట్లయితే విద్యార్థులకి కమ్యూనికేషన్ స్కిల్స్ అనేది చాలా ఎంతో ఉపయోగపడే అంశంగా నేను భావిస్తున్నాను. ప్రతి విద్యార్థి ఈ అంశంలో ఏ విధంగానైతే మన యొక్క కమ్యూనికేషన్ స్కిల్స్ లో భావ వ్యక్తీకరణ నైపుణ్యాలని, సమాచార నైపుణ్యాలని, స్పీకింగ్ స్కిల్స్ కానివ్వండి, లిజనింగ్ స్కిల్స్ కానివ్వండి, రైటింగ్ స్కిల్స్ కానివ్వండి, రీడింగ్ స్కిల్స్ కానివ్వండి డెవలప్ చేసుకోవడం చాలా ఉపయోగకరంగా ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకంటే రాబోయే వాళ్ళ యొక్క ఉద్యోగ అవకాశాలనే కానివ్వండి, బాడీ లాంగ్వేజే కానివ్వండి ఎన్హాన్స్ చేసుకోవడానికి కూడా ఎంతో ఉపయోగకరమైనటువంటి అంశము ఇది. వారి స్పీకింగ్ స్కిల్స్ అనేది కానివ్వండి, అనుభూతులు కానివ్వండి, భావోద్వేగాలు కానివ్వండి, ఆలోచనలు కానివ్వండి, వాస్తవాలు కానివ్వండి, సమాచార మార్పిడి కొరకు మనం ఈ యొక్క నైపుణ్యాలని మనము తెలియజేసుకుంటున్నాము. ఈరోజు ఇది ఎంతో నూతన విద్యార్థులైనటువంటి మన కళాశాలకు విచ్చేసినటువంటి ఈ సదస్సుకి విచ్చేసినటువంటి నూతన విద్యార్థులు కూడా ఎంతో ప్రయోజనకారిగా ఉంటుందని నేను భావిస్తున్నాను. ఈ అంశం పైన ఉస్మానియా యూనివర్సిటీ నుంచి మనకు సందేశాన్ని అందించడానికి వచ్చినటువంటి సునీత మేడం గారికి కూడా నేను ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటున్నాను. ఈ మంచి కార్యక్రమాన్ని నిర్వహించడానికి పూనుకున్నటువంటి ఆంగ్ల విభాగ అధిపతి అయినటువంటి మన అనితా అబ్రహం గారికి మరి ఒకసారి ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. ఎక్కువ సమయం నేను తీసుకోదలుచుకోవట్లేదు, ఎందుకంటే ఇది కేవలం జూమ్ మీటింగ్ కాబట్టి అంతర్జాల సదస్సు అనేది ఒక 40 నిమిషాల నుంచి 50 నిమిషాలు ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి ఈ సమయాన్ని మొత్తం విద్యార్థులకు మనం కేటాయించాల్సిన ప్రయత్నం చేయాలి. కాబట్టి నేను ఎక్కువ సమయం తీసుకోకుండా అనితా అబ్రహం గారికి నేను మైక్ ని అందజేస్తున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి. నన్ను ఈ వేదికపైకి ఆహ్వానించినందుకు ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి.
Thank you so much, Sukanya madam. You have always encouraged us and supported us. Thank you very much. I now request our department head, Anita Abraham, to give an overview of the webinar and introduce our resource person, Professor Sumita Roy. Anita.
Thank you, Bangla. Good morning. Happy New Year. Thank you so much, Principal Ma'am, for those very kind words. Our resource person, like Bangla said, we have been wanting ma'am to do, Sumita ma'am, to address our students for the past 1 year, and finally it has happened now. Virtually, we just hope once you would be able to come, things will be normal and you would be able to come to college and address our students. Once again, thank you so much for so graciously accepting our invitation. All the first year students, second and final year students who have joined, my colleagues in the college who have so graciously joined the webinar, welcome. The Department of English, which consists of me, Bangla, and Suchitra, and of course Tirupati, who is our guest faculty. Thank our principal, Dr. Sukanya Garu, for giving us the opportunity to host the first webinar of the academic year 2021. And I also thank Sumita ma'am for graciously agreeing to conduct the webinar on developing communication skills, basically for our first year students who joined us on 7th December 2020. My advice to our first year students, because this will be your first exposure to attending a webinar, will be to listen carefully, understand and practice all the tips that Professor Sumita Roy will be giving you today, as she is an expert in the field of helping students develop communication skills, which is so vital to succeed in today's world. I consider it a privilege and honor to introduce my mentor and role model as a teacher and trainer, Dr. Sumita ma'am, today to all of y'all. Sumita ma'am, Professor Sumita is a retired professor of English. She retired in October 2017 as head of English department and director of English Language Training Center, Osmania University, Hyderabad, India, after an illustrious service of 30 years of teaching at the undergraduate and postgraduate level and at the university, and 7 years in private colleges. She has 31 years of experience in pursuing research and 24 years of research supervision under her guidance. 13 PhDs and 12 MPhil scholars completed their research work. She's also a postdoctoral researcher and has been the principal investigator for 3 research projects sponsored by UGC and 1 MCHRD MOOCs project. She has enormous international... I want everybody to mute yourself, please. She has enormous international experience. She has visited 15 countries in academic capacity and on other assignments. She has traveled Bangla, will you mute everybody? And she has won several awards and recognition. In 2006, she was conferred with the Book on Books Award by the Federation of Indian Publishers, New Delhi, for the publication entitled Never Say No to Life. She held various prestigious positions as head, chair, chairperson, member, governing body member, director of various PG and UG colleges and at the university, Osmania University. She has several publications to her credit. She has 47 books and 52 articles in national and international journals. She has delivered lectures as resource persons for UGC refresher and orientation workshops and programs and seminars, 200 lectures, and as guest lecturer, she has delivered around 600 lectures. Her YouTube video of lectures uploaded has 520 lakh viewers till date. So you know how popular she is in the academic circles and among students, research scholars. So students, it is a great honor to have ma'am spending an hour with us. So please do use it. She has several prestigious she has presented papers in several prestigious universities across the country. She is a PhD examiner for several prestigious universities around the country. She's the life member for several, wonderful organizations like the Indian Society of Commonwealth Studies, New Delhi, the OU Center for International Programs, Delhi, to just name a few. She's been guest faculty at several prestigious organizations like the Academic Staff College in Hyderabad and other parts of the country, the Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence, Hyderabad, which is become a center for developing communication skills, and ma'am is involved in the Vivekananda Institute of Excellence. The Mari Chenna Reddy HRD Institute of the Government of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. She's a guest faculty at the Center for Cultural Resource and Training. I'm just picking up a few which you students will be familiar. The list goes on and on. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation, and our students will benefit immensely from your vast experience and expertise as you help them and guide them in developing and understanding the importance of communication skills. I now request Dr. Sumita Roy to facilitate the webinar. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Anita. I think that was a very long introduction. I would be happy if you'd summarized it into 2 or 3 sentences.
That's not possible, ma'am. With your accomplishments, that is just not possible.
I'm very happy to meet all of you because all of your department I know very well. I've worked closely with all of you. Thank you for inviting me. I must express my gratitude to your principal because she mentioned very important points of introduction for the topic. Developing communication skills introduction, I need not give anymore because Madam has done a wonderful job of telling you. She used a language, Telugu. We are using another language, English, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that communication is important. And the faster we learn it, the better we learn it, the better it is. I must greet all the students who have assembled here. I'm very happy that we have a large group of students. But please remember, attending a webinar is no guarantee for improving your communication skills. To develop your communication skill would mean that all of you already have communication skill, but we want to become better. Life is always a process of becoming better. So today, in the next few minutes, I will tell you how each of you can take charge of your self-improvement.
Oh, there is an issue. The power went off, but stay. Yeah, the power.
Look at any word. You have come across the word coming hundreds of times in your life, thousands of times in your life. Why then, even in the highest exam like MA, I find COMMING. Coming is spelled with two M's. Coming is not with two M's. We don't have the 2M concept anywhere. But that is because when you read that passage with coming all your life, you never paid attention. So we have to concentrate. We have to put all our mental energy into learning this language because it is tough when you're learning. It is very easy when you have learned. And it is very rewarding because it helps you to get better jobs, at least for the next few years. Now, when you come to punctuation, look at the full stops, look at the commas, where to put a full stop, where to put an exclamation mark, or where to put a comma, how to use a semicolon. You know, the maximum mistake people make is in the use of the apostrophe. Apostrophe is like a comma, it is on the top of a word. Usually it has two functions. You have learned it when you were learning punctuation. One function is something is missing, we put an apostrophe. We are going to say do not. So in speaking, we don't want to say do not. We cut off the O and we say don't. D-O-N apostrophe T. We say don't. So what did we do? We used apostrophe to show something is missing. Now, when we want to write the year 2021, we might not write 2021. We might put apostrophe and write 21. Now, if for 100 years later people see, they will be confused. But for these 100 years, nobody will be confused because they know we are in the 21st century. So like that, assumption is that we call it as ellipsis. Something is missing. The other use of apostrophe is it shows a what we call as possessive case. Now, when we are using the word yours, Y-O-U-R-S, there is no word which has Y-O-U-R apostrophe S. You are writing a letter to your principal. Then you say yours sincerely, Y-O-U-R apostrophe S. Then the principal calls your English teacher and says, look, what English are you teaching? This happens all the time. I remember once the final year students were writing a letter for permission for the freshers party. I had to make them write the letter 10 times because every time they made a mistake in English. I said, you are students of English, you can't make mistakes. I cannot sign on a letter which is full of mistakes. It took them 10 times, 10 drafts to change, which means when we make a mistake, we don't realize. So you have to be very cautious. This is the way in which you develop your English. Listening and reading. Grammar while listening, while reading. Vocabulary while listening, while reading. Pronunciation while listening, while reading. Read aloud. Don't read in your mind. If you read aloud, that is very good for your articulation. Then you come for listening, we don't have so much. Punctuation, spelling, reading. So when you have mastered all this, then only search for a new passage. 50 words, 100 words, not a big passage. Take a small story. Wonderful stories are there, parables of Ramakrishna. You can go to Ramakrishna Mutt, you can get a copy. You have Cradle Tales of Hinduism by a foreigner lady, Sister Nivedita. She was an Irish lady, but she dedicated her life to India. Cradle Tales of Hinduism. Small stories. Read that story. Don't worry about the story, you might know it. Worry about the English, about the grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, spelling, and punctuation. Now we come to the next part, and that is how we develop our speaking and writing. I have told you that to develop your language, you need listening and reading. Now you are going to develop your speaking and writing so that you practice what English you have learned. Language is one, skills are one. So 2 skills are helping you to acquire the language, to get better in the language. To develop the language, you need 2 skills, listening and reading. Now, speaking and writing, you require to show people that I know very good English. Look at my language. My ideas are excellent. Most of your ideas are very good. Where you suffer is the language. Your problem is that your ideas are so many. You say, Madam, I cannot express myself. You tell me in some other language. Sorry, I cannot express because my language is very poor. So first, concentrate on listening and reading for a few months. Concentrate on learning the language very well from all these 5 aspects of the language very much. Then you start practicing. I'm sure in your college, you will get lots of time to practice speaking and writing. I'm sure your English teachers will make you speak a lot. Now, many people are saying that, the online teaching is very boring. I have been telling them from April onwards that don't only teach online, have some role play. There are 200-300 students here today. Divide them into small groups of 10 or 20 each. Tell them you prepare a play. Next day, I will give you 10 minutes. You do the play online and we will all watch it. So 10 of you are in 10 different houses, 10 different rooms. You have practiced the play online and you are now performing online. We have so much social media. Make a small WhatsApp group. Write the play, practice the play. Have a group call. You can easily have a group call on WhatsApp or on Skype or on any of the other platforms. Then you practice and you come and perform online. See how important online teaching is, how interesting online teaching is. So whatever you have learned, you can practice. You can have a group discussion. You can have a quiz. You can have so many things. Last month, I was speaking to teachers in Malaysia. I did not go to Malaysia. I was in India and I was speaking to them who are far away in Malaysia. You can imagine this benefit would not have been there if there was no online. So please remember that online has many advantages. So take a chance to speak. All of you, all the students of Vivekananda College, make it a point to get a group for yourself and speak to them. Suppose you make mistakes, don't worry. The more mistakes you make in the use of language, the better you will learn it. Remember how, I'm sure all of you know how to ride a cycle. When we were learning, we used to keep falling down. You might not remember how you learned to walk. So if we make mistakes, that means we are on the right path. If we don't make mistakes, we are shy to make mistakes, we are frightened, then we don't learn anything. That includes English. So make it a point to speak wrong English. 4 words English, 1 word Telugu. That is also fine. Constantly translating from Telugu to English, that also is fine. That is only basic level, kindergarten level. Now you have to keep rising higher and higher. And then a day will come when you will be able to speak English fluently like I am speaking. My mother tongue is also not English. I also learned it with the same difficulty, with the same hard work, and with the same tears as you did. I used to run away from school on days when it was my turn to read in the class. I would say, oh, today I'm not well. I can't go to school today. See, today I'm teaching English. I'm an English teacher when I was scared of English. So what you have to do, if you're scared, you must do it more. You must take more chances. A student who is really not good at English should take 10 chances to speak. A student who is good in English should take only 1 or 2 chances. By interacting, we call it as peer learning. By interacting with friends who know better than us or who do not know as well as us, we improve. We improve from better and from not good. Because if somebody makes a mistake, we say, oh, that is a mistake. I should not make such a mistake. If somebody speaks better than you, learn from that. So share and learn. Communication is a wonderful method of sharing. Communication is the most important part of interpersonal skills. Someday, if I come to your college, I will do the workshop. I will talk about interpersonal skills. So if you want your interpersonal skills to improve, speak nicely, speak politely, speak correctly, use language in a wonderful way. Don't use language badly. This is called communication etiquette. I will do some other day, not today. Now, when we talk about speaking, what should you speak about? The best way to speak is when you listen to a passage, try to summarize that passage in your own words. One exercise. You listen to one passage every day, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, enough. Listen to it 5-10 times. Meaning is in your mind. Don't repeat the sentences and words of the passage. Make it into your own language. Speak it. If you have a phone, record it. If you don't have a phone, speak to somebody who knows English. Speak to a friend and say, please listen to my English. Make opportunities for yourself to speak. Then read a story loudly. We did reading also before this. Whatever story you have read loudly, try to speak it out, close the book and speak what you have understood. Tell 10 people that story. Today you're attending a webinar. Now, I would like you to go and speak about this webinar to 10 people minimum before you come back to college tomorrow. And you have to speak to them in English. Don't speak in any other language. Then, of course, you have what is called as writing, which you're doing plenty because all your exams are written exams. My time is also over. So I will leave the writing practice to you to do because you're doing your assignments, etc. That is a good practice of writing. While speaking and writing also, keep in mind the language. If you improve your language with all the skills, then it will be an excellent development of communication. Now we can take a few minutes for questions if there are any. I have not seen any questions on the chat box. I have only seen, yes, ma'am, and names and good mornings. So do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Students, if you have any questions, you
No,
can unmute yourselves and ask, ma.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Mukesh?
No, ma'am. I mean,
నాకైతే జుట్టు వేసుకున్నాను
ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, I'll be getting some problem in translations, ma'am. Always. What? How can I improve in it? I'm always getting the doubt.
You're getting a problem in translation.
Ma'am.
Okay. So when you are learning, see, now you are able to speak English quite well, so you could ask the question. Translation is only good for people who are learning English at the beginning. Please do not continue with translations. Don't try to translate everything from your mother tongue into English because that is a self-defeating process. Many words in our languages are not there in English. Many words in English are not there in our language. Many feelings which we have are different in each language. You have to understand that translation is a very good process for a basic learner of English. Once you learn, you have passed 10th class exam in English, you've passed 12th class exam in English. So now your English is sufficient. Don't use translation anymore. Suppose you want to translate from Telugu to English or English to Telugu as a professional translator, then you have to take a course in translations. Okay, that's a totally different course. I can tell you more about it when we have some other time. Now, one question has come from Vaishnavi, how to write effectively. Now, writing effectively would mean that you write every day. Whatever feeling you have, whatever experience you have throughout the day, make a habit of writing that down in the evening. If you practice writing 1 page every day, and at the end of the week you read all the 7 pages, you will find that slowly your writing is improving because in listening and reading, you're learning better English. In speaking, you're practicing English. Those things will come in writing. For effective writing, you have to read a lot, read a variety of books. Then you have to get it. Now, a question is, I can't speak. I can understand, I can't speak. That is a problem with everybody because we can understand first. You will not be able to speak until you start speaking. So from today, Raju, start speaking whatever comes to your mind in English. Then you can start speaking better. Of course, there are many questions now. Suddenly your students are all awake, but I don't know if we have time. Maybe we will have a, repeat session sometime when you're free and I can answer all your questions. If you can store these questions and keep, You can ask your own English teachers because they are as good as me, if not better, because they are still teaching. I'm not teaching anymore. I'm relaxing. I'm retired. I'm old. Therefore, you can ask them. I'm sure they will clear all your questions. So I'm not able to answer all your questions until the organizers tell me that we have lots more time. I don't think we do.
We have some more time, madam.
Okay, we have some more time.
Yes.
Okay, then let me go back a little and see, how can we concentrate on meaning and language simultaneously? Don't do it simultaneously. Very good question, Neeraj. I have told you that first concentrate only on meaning. Today, when I was speaking, only meaning. You can't concentrate on my language. But if your college has recorded this, if they give it to you, and if they are, if they put it on some social media, you will be able to listen to my speech by breaking it up sentence by sentence. You don't have to listen to meaning there because already meaning is clear. Then you listen to the language. So first time, you make passages for yourself, child. Don't depend on some speech which you hear only once. Look at YouTube, look at internet. You will find thousands and thousands of such passages. If you get a speech of 20 minutes, that is enough for the next 10 days. Listen 2 minutes only. But those 2 minutes, listen 10 times so that you require 20 minutes. When you listen 10 times, those things will become recorded in your memory and your English will improve. Now, study material somebody wants, don't take. Your life is your study material for communication skills. Are all of you living? Ravya? All of us are living. Don't we have experience every day? That experience is study material. So don't look for study material, soft copy or hard copy. No study material can teach you. When you take your own experience and start moving, then you can become better. When you use native language, somebody wants to say when they use native language and, they look for English, as I told you, the idea of translating, these days we have machines also for translating. You give it to the computer, it translates. If you look at Facebook, you will find that if I put a post in Telugu, the English translation is available. But the translation is so horrible that as an English teacher, I feel like crying. Therefore, I would not encourage that kind of translation unless you are a professional translator, one, or you are a learner of a language for the first time. Suppose you have never heard any English, you are learning ABCD now, then translation is useful. The child comes to school, doesn't know what this is. So the teacher says, this is a table. What do you call it? This is your mother. You say, Amma. They say, no, this is your mother. So Amma translated into mother. This is a tree. So we say Chettu. Don't say Chettu, say tree. Like that, translation is useful. Beyond that, translation is not useful. Today, we are using multilingual communication on Facebook, WhatsApp, etc., or other social media platforms, which would not encourage students to do who require English for their profession. First, you learn English perfectly. Then you make a mixture. You make total khichdi of all languages. But first, you learn language perfect. We don't know our mother tongue perfectly. If you ask me to give a speech in my mother tongue, I can't give. But if you, want to use it, then you have to constantly practice. How to become fluent in English? That is only by practice. Unless you practice, you cannot become fluent. You know, the child who learned to speak a language, if you see a small child, you will find the child makes 100 mistakes, can't even say any word when the child is learning, 1-year-old child. Can't speak the mother tongue also. Now you have learned so much to speak. You know, you are able to speak so well. How did you learn? Because you practiced for 15, 16, 17 years of your life. After 17 years of practice, you can imagine that you have this language. That is your mother tongue. Obviously, you have to keep practicing the other languages, whichever you want to learn. I'm not saying only English. English you need, therefore you practice. But please remember that the languages you need to practice are the languages which you have to keep speaking. You have to keep speaking and writing. If you listen and read, that is not enough. You have to keep practicing. There is no substitute for practice, child. If you allow me to speak, my speaking improves. If you speak, your speaking improves. It is not if I speak, your speaking improves. Please remember that if you speak, you improve. If I speak, I improve. So, is it possible for us to, concentrate on speaking? Yes. Say the same thing again and again when you practice. Now we come to one question. English, by watching English series, can we improve our English? We cannot improve speaking by watching, improve listening and reading, because when we are watching English series, we are listening to the language and we are reading the subtitle. So we are gaining the language by listening and reading, but we are not speaking. So if you watch an English series and you tell your friend the story of the part you watched, you watch it for
I think students, if you have any other questions, you can message us. You can message madam. So in the next session, we'll try to clear all your doubts. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you have any questions, you can,
yes,
write it
that's
in the
better.
chat.
They have many questions.
Yeah, write it in the chat. Post your questions in the chat, ma.
Okay, we should end the session now.
Yeah.
I'm muting my mic, Bangla.
All the others, everybody, please mute yourselves. And now, thank you so much, Sumita ma'am, for coming over, and you have really given us 5 nice points to improve grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, speaking, listening, and other things. And for a feedback, is Faiza here? Faiza?
Yes, ma'am.
Faiza, I now request Faiza to say a few words about her feedback. Yes, Faiza.
A very good morning to one and all. I am Faiza from BSc second year. I would like to thank Professor Sumita Roy ma'am for this effective and amazing session. In this modern times we live in, we are receiving, sending and processing a large number of messages, and communication become a challenging point. I'm sure after attending this session, many got a clear idea on how to develop certain communication skills by following certain formulas. Communication skills are very important in personal and professional life. In personal life, they help us to understand better people and situation that happens on daily basis. As you mentioned, it is also very important in professional life. In professional, it improves employee engagement, teamwork, decision making in the workplace. Communication skills are the most important and demanding soft skill in these days that employers are looking for their employees. I really thanks for Sumita Roy ma'am for taking this, for meeting us in virtually and making our students to know more about developing communication skills. As you mentioned, yes, ma'am, of course, it takes time and effort to develop these skills and become successful speaker. The more you effort and practice, the communication skill will be more spontaneously. Thank you so much, ma'am. Hope I meet you real one or the other day. Thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you everyone who made this event a grand successful one.
Thank you, Faiza. Now I think we are running short of time. I request Vaishnavi, are you there? Vaishnavi? 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 Somehow I can't see Vaishnavi here. Vaishnavi? I can see you, Vaishnavi.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry for it.
Okay, I request now Vaishnavi to propose vote of thanks. Students, few minutes. Yes, Vaishnavi, carry on. Start.
Thank you, ma'am. A warm good afternoon to all. I am Vaishnavi from BDS. Firstly, I thank Sudha Rai ma'am for accepting our invitation and enlightening us on developing communication skills. Ma'am, you boosted our energy by your words to learn communication skills. These days, many are rejected in interviews due to lack of communication skills. And today you gave us insights, and this is the right time to develop communication skills. Thank you so much, ma'am, once again. Really, I am very glad to meet you virtually. I thank our principal, ma'am, Dr. G. Sukanya, ma'am, for her encouraging words, and the Trinity of English Department, the HOD, Miss Anita Abraham, ma'am, Miss Bangla Bharti, ma'am, and Dr. Suchitra Singh, ma'am, for organizing such an interesting webinar. And lastly, I thank my friends who made the webinar successful by attending. Thank you all. Stay safe.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. And students, nothing to worry. I hope the recording has come out very well. I'll post this recording in the YouTube and in your WhatsApp groups. Anita ma'am, any last words? Anita?
Yeah, Noda, we'll wrap up. Thank you so much, Sumita ma'am. And thank you for accepting our invitation so graciously. I know it's the middle of the afternoon, it's lunchtime. Thank you so much, everybody, students, and Sukanya ma'am, a big thank you for allowing us to do this workshop. And all my colleagues from the college who attended the workshop, and the second year students and final year students also who attended the workshop. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sumita ma'am, once again.
Thank you, Anita. Nice meeting Suchitra and Bangla also.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you
and
so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We are ending the meeting, ma.